Lately, have you been thinking, I want to get fitter, so I'm going to go call a personal trainer, or I'm going to go down to the local gym? Actually, you know what? I'm going to start with my shoes and I'm going to run around the block. Slow down. Think first, is it about exercise that you're wanting to achieve, or is it about being active and moving? So leading that active lifestyle is something that you could be thinking more of. If it's the second and you want a lifestyle that encompasses movement, try to think about the different ways there are to be active. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the ways that I've discovered are great ways to be active. So here are my thoughts and ways to be active. First one, I'm going to start off with go for an exercise class. They are a great step forward because you've got a fitness professional leading the way, not having to have you think about what to do next, keeping you accountable and just getting you movement. And that routine and consistent exercise class that you'll attend will ultimately get you in an active mindset where you want to be active more often. Tailoring away from exercise classes, look at what's in your community already. There might be groups that are doing things that interest you. They might be playing, the drums, and there's a drumming class. There might be a band that you can go do musical practice with. If there's something led within the community that gets you active and moving, consider that as an option, because it's just about getting up out of the house, doing something that's got movement in it. Much like those community groups and those activities together. And you might be a little competitive, think about sport. Team sports are a wonderful way to do the same thing of being active. It feels like exercise, but it's not as draining because you're focused on chasing the ball or trying to score the next goal, whatever it happens to be. Team sports offers not just the exercise and the movement, but it offers that camaraderie and that mateship that comes along with it, which is really good for our emotional and mental health as well, to be connecting with others. Dial it down a bit from the sport and the community groups and think about just your own household. Maybe getting out for a family bike ride is a great way for you to be active. What it also shows to your family and your loved ones is that you're leading by example to be active, so they'll probably want to follow in your footsteps and join you, making it much more enjoyable and using your time well. Discovering a new skill is also a brilliant way to be out there and doing something completely different, and also using your mind. By getting involved in learning a skill, you're going to obviously connect with someone to master that skill, but it's going to allow you to do something completely different. Let's take stand-up paddleboarding, for example. You're going to have to balance a little bit more whilst you're paddling. So learning how to get up and improve the balance is challenging for the mind, but also a little bit draining physically. Maybe going out, doing some archery. You'll have to use some help to do that, but you're going to learn something that will be fantastic to lead an active lifestyle later on. Water-based activities are fun, and it's something that many of us don't naturally gravitate towards because we don't all have a river or a beach or a pool accessible straight away. But if you are close by, think about paddling activities. Getting out on the water has this wicked effect of calming ourselves down. And whilst you're doing that, you're getting to discover more up and down the river or the beach, or just go to somewhere south or north that has beautiful locations, so you get to have a holiday at the same time. Similar to the paddling, get out amongst nature, the natural surrounds that we have. Now, this isn't the ideal one. I'm talking like the hills where there's trails and goat tracks to go follow, or by the beach where there's ocean and the waves are crashing by and the sand, rivers, or even the mountains. Whatever that setting is, putting yourself in it, even looking at it, has a positive effect on our health, particularly our stress levels. We just naturally relax when we're immersed in our natural settings. So consider discovering more that's around your area. A walking group is a great way to connect with others, socialise, and use your local suburb, if you're in the city, the streets in the city or the rivers that surround those cities, something that allows you to connect with others but make it a regular activity. If you're like me and walking's a tad a little slow, maybe running groups. You don't mind running. Connecting with a with others that like to run does a very similar effect to walking, but it gets out there and just challenges your heart and lungs a little bit more than walking does. If you're quite active already and you're doing things like going for walks and rides and discovering nature, maybe you could look at stepping up a little bit more at home and trying some home workouts. Get on YouTube, follow our channel and see some rapid home workouts that you can do. By doing that in home, it saves you the time, but it actually allows you to be more active because you're doing it in a setting that's more comfortable and you're not having to go out and think about it. Try one, try some, maybe try all 10 of these ideas and find a life that keeps you moving and active.